Hello, is it me you're looking for? And I could see it in your eyes. I could see it in your smile. We were smiling through most of the Cubs game yesterday. Wow, wow, wow. They jumped off to a 2-0 lead in the first inning. Had some really good pitching going on with my man Justin Steele, but he had a little forearm tightness, had to come out of the game. Why? Oh, they did put in Wisniewski for relief, and he pitched very well as well. Steele had given up 0 hits. Wisniewski gave up 1 hit. They were still up 2-0 going into the top of the 7th inning. They brought in more relief, only to give up a 2-run bomb, which tied the game at 2. Cubs rallied in the bottom of the 7th, scored a run to go up 3-2. I was like, hey, yeah, give another beer. Stat. Then in the bottom, and then in the top of the 8th, the Rays had another 2-run bomb to take a 4-3 lead, and that's how it ended. Wow, wow, wow. But me and Lady Cubs a lot. We had a great time up in Chicago, North Side, Wrigleyville. So here, let's get into some of this action right here on this Thursday. It's a hot one too. We got a hot one here tonight. It is Thursday, June 1st. Hey, that's a new month, right? Yep. It's Sparkle's birthday month. We celebrate her birthday like the entire month, even though her birthday isn't until June 25th. In fact, she's getting her hair did as we speak right now. Let's check what is the temperature right now. I'll pull this up. 83 degrees, mostly sunny, high of 88 today in the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. Looking through what we have on the board, expiring tomorrow, June 2nd. The Bank of America calls at 28.50. We got 13 of those contracts, 93% into the profit. Citigroup at 45. That's in the money. So we'll likely roll that, probably roll it today since Citi is up. In fact, let's try to roll it right here and right now. So Citi's at 45.31, up 2.23% today. And you know, these bank stocks, they haven't fared very well over the last couple of months. So if we can squeeze some more juice out of this lemon, we should probably do so. We only have 100 shares, one contract represented. If we roll it out 1 week from tomorrow, because we already have it set to expire tomorrow, so that's adding 8 days to the trade from now, expiring in 8 days. If we go to the $45, just roll it out to that number. We're looking to add around $41 bills. Can we get 41? How about 40? Can we get 40? That's a nice even number. Come on, 40 has to fill. Don't show me the low. Hey, there's there's medium fill right there. Let's try to get $40 on the roll of the Citigroup. And we'll just leave that on the board for a second. You can leave it on the board. Yes, we'll leave it in the pending file. Go on to the next look. Coterra, they should be up today, but yeah, they're up 0.15% at 23.29, but still we're taking gas on our $24 put. So what could we do? Can we roll that out a week at the $24, collect dollar bills, and give us another week for oil prices to rise? It appears we can, so let's do that. Let's roll this position out, try to collect close to 180 bucks. Says we got a medium fill likelihood, an enormous bid-ask spread, so they might be just fooling. They might be fooling us right now. So we'll put that on the board as well. I just don't get it. There's just no action right there for the Coterra roll. Going to see a cover band, an 80s cover band tomorrow night with 2 other couples. Your liver can't catch a break, can it? It can't. I guess I could catch a break tonight. I'm like telling lady socialite, we need a break from all this activity. You know, I'm an introvert, and as an introvert, what happens is when you're around people, you lose power, like a battery loses power, right? Like it loses energy. That's how an introvert is. If you're an extrovert, you roll your eyes at such a statement. But if you're an introvert, I know you're nodding your head like, yeah, right now, because we're only understood by other introverts. Looks like our Citigroup covered call roll happened. So we collected those $40. So we've got those plans tomorrow night. And then I was like, no more plans until we leave for our road trip. Because one, I need to work on my midsection. It's in the worst condition it's been in years, literally, because of all the living La Vida Loca lately, all the boozing, all the fine foods. Like, for instance, we went to the Brick House, which is a new place in Wrigleyville that overlooks Wrigley Field. And we had, a nice starter lunch of nachos, chicken nachos, covered with cheese and everything else. Hummus, a big thing of hummus with vegetables. A couple of cold beers, even though they don't serve any Miller Lite around there. How dare you, Cubbies? Plenty of Budweiser, but I was drinking Michelob Ultras. Don't roll your eyes. They're tasty. Then we had a few beers inside the stadium, gave myself some time to recover before then driving home. But we didn't go straight home. We went to Tony's Pizza Place here in Valparaiso. They've been around forever, so long that the place is dated from like the 1960s, and they still don't change it. And nobody seems to care because people are always there. They have incredible Italian beef sandwiches. Lord have mercy. Our original plan was, we'll just split one and then have a small pizza. Then once we got there, we're like, you know what? Let's just each get our own Italian beef and a small pizza. So that's not good for the guttural, is it? EOG, we're down with EOG right here. Oh yeah, the CVS puts, I'm going to leave those on the board for now because there's just an outside chance that we might get out of this trade. CVS currently at 69.68, up nearly 2.5% today on our $70 puts. So we'll keep an eye on that. Based on how CVS has been going, we'll likely be rolling that again tomorrow. So I think we have an EOG call to sell. Let's try to do that. Let's check out the EOG. I think we're at like 106 cost. So there's our 106.06 on our 200 shares. We only have 100 on the board, right? We do. We only have 100. So we'll roll this one to next week. What kind of action? Well, we'll still might be able to get some action on EOG. And when do they pay their next dividend? Can you tell me? I need a big chart on the wall here that shows me all the next dividend dates, because I obviously have too many positions to keep in my buzzy brain. So their next X dividend date isn't until July, so we won't have to worry about that. But we do want to sell another call. I'd like to do that today while they're up nearly 2%. Sell call. We'll go out a week. We'll go out 8 days to the 9th, and let's see, what are we comfortable with? I'd still, there's a big gap between 113 and 65, so let's sell that 113. See if we can't collect near that number. It looks like we might be able to get as much as $95 bills for that trade. Let's see if that happens. Let's see if we can get 95. If you hear my stomach growling, just ignore it. I mean, there's still plenty of calories in this body from the last couple of days. We'll leave that on the board for now. Let's roll that. Let's check what we can do with the roll of this 114. I'd be comfortable rolling it out to next week down to the 113 for a couple bucks. So that would be June 9th. If we look at the 113, where'd you go? There it is. The 113, and try to be around that $90 mark as well. It's telling us the 85 is the way to go. So let's try to just put the 85 in our pocket right now. You could do it. Okay, there we go. There, we might have to go back to the other EOG and bring it down to the 85. Oh, we had it all the way at 95. So that's why it's still sitting there on the board, and our Coterra is just languishing in the pending drawer. Where are we at? Okay, CVS Gilead, that's gas phase, so we'll leave it right until tomorrow. Gilead's only at like 76 something, I believe. 76.54, so that thing is still giving us a bitter beer face. We still can roll it another week and not have to be concerned at all with dividends, because if I'm going to be taking this thing into possession, into ownership, I want to at least collect some dividends. 6/14 is the dividend date for the Gilead Sciences, so we'll roll that out, but we'll let it roll through tomorrow, I would imagine. We'll keep an eye on it. I got to update my Gilead spreadsheets so we see how we're doing there. Where else? What else? Intel 3050 calls underwater, but it's good because we're all good in the hood. We got a 2712 cost basis. Something must have just sold. Yeah, the EOG did just sell you down with the EOG, so that's off the board, and that cash is in our pocket. So that was like $95. I'm glad I left it up there for a minute. Could buy me an extra Starbucks this week, even though I don't know, Starbucks hasn't been doing it for me lately with the because normally I'll just drink black coffee, but when Sparkle twists my arm and makes me go to Starbucks, I'll get it's like a vanilla cream cold brew with sugar-free whatever. I don't know. She always has to order it for me because I don't know what it is. I refuse. It's like for the longest time when Starbucks really became popular, I refused to use their goofy name for the sizes, like the Venti and all that stuff. I went years with just calling it a small, medium, or large. The same with emojis. I refused to use emojis for years until now. I just can't resist. You're so silly. I don't know. It's just fun. Those types of things are fun for me because I'm a rebel at heart. Freedom is like the basis of my soul. So being a rebel is part of that freedom plan. You just sometimes when you don't know what to do next, what I like to do is stop, look around at what everyone else is doing, and then do the opposite. It always seems to work out for me. So Intels, we'll roll those probably tomorrow. We could roll them now. Intel is down a bit today, but they're still well over my strike of 30.50. We were at 29 and we keep rolling that out and up, which is nice, even though 600 of shares were relinquished last week. That's fine. Just take them. You could have them. So if we roll this to next week at the same number, what kind of action are we looking at for Intel? $198. I'll take that or close to it each day of the week and twice on the Sunday. Can we get 33? Maybe. Maybe, baby, let's get 33 cents per contract and put the money in our pocket. Oh, yeah. We'll leave it on the board. Show a little patience, would you? I will. We've got the love a dove. Are they up? Wait, let's go to J&J. Where are we at here? Johnson & Johnson. They should be right around 155. They're at 154.67, so we'll watch that through tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll just roll out the barrel if we're still underwater. Qualcomm, got to update that spreadsheet. So they should be good to go with these expiring at full profit. Yeah, Qualcomm at 115 on these puts that we've rolled out the barrel and made some pretty good money on those, along with the calls that we have as well. So we have Unfaiza, that is at almost full profitability. What are they doing today? Are they up? They're up a couple of pennies. So they're at 38.03. Still can't understand why the market is just not liking Pfizer. I know the revenue has taken a hit because of all the big time dollar bills from the vaccines, but it's still Pfizer, and they have a nice pipeline they're working on. including, I believe, one of those diabetes drugs that helps people lose weight. That's the side effect? I'll take it. In fact, I got a girl on my real estate team who's been taking whatever the first one to the market was. They call it like the Hollywood diet, where people take a shot that is meant for diabetics. I'm not joking. They take a shot that is meant for diabetics and it helps them lose weight. That's the side effect, aside from a little nausea right after you take this weekly shot. we were we were at lunch a week or two ago, whenever that was, the whole team, and I was laughing so hard when she was telling me about it. But they're used to me. I poke fun at them if I call them out at things that I think are ridiculous. Like, you don't even need to lose weight. Oh, I do. Oh, I've lost 15 pounds. Where at? You still look the same to me, which is slim. Was it all in your head? Your head shrank? Where were we? Oh, yeah, we were thinking about rolling this. Pfizer. We probably have to go to like 40 to have any real action. Whoa. Could get action at 40. I mean, it's still $168. We'd have to keep an eye on it because I don't want to lose Pfizer. I want to keep them in my pocketbook. And again, I don't have it currently memorized. I think Pfizer just paid me a big dividend not that long ago. So let's look to when they might pay me another. Oh, they haven't even paid me yet. You still have it coming. All right. Well, all right. Do you have a dividend? No. Well, it'd be better if you did. How's that line go? Oh, why are you in such a good mood? Probably because I don't have any plans today. I went on a great walk this morning with Lady. What else? I got F1 coming up this weekend. It's expiration Friday tomorrow. Kid 3 returns home tomorrow from his trip to Tennessee, his buddy's lake house. So I can't wait to see him. Indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's try to roll this thing out and collect a couple of dollars. Let's put the 7 cents on the board and just see what can go on here. If we can roll that out, we'll leave it on the board for a minute, see what happens with Pfizer. And roll on down the road. Now this SPY was doing a lot better. I'm still going to leave it in there, even though it is at $120. It's only 30% into the profit. And I know it's risky. It's a risky business currently with SPY at 421.42. And news of the debt is that what it's called? The debt ceiling being raised again. Hey, let's raise the roof. The roof is on fire. Can't you just admit it's on fire and we actually need to put it out instead of just keep raising the roof? Oh, I should run for some sort of political role. I got so many great ideas, like the neuter scooter, Criminal Island, all kinds of great platforms. Don't ask me to discuss them with you on YouTube because I'd be canceled immediately. Just like like the organized crime rings that's going on, and Target is taking it on the chin with that, along with their Tuck-a-Buck swimsuits. But Walmart, a bunch of different companies are experiencing a great deal of crime, organized crime rings of shoplifting, theft. If we would just make an example of them, which actually tase some to the ground, arrest them aggressively, put them in jail for a minimum year in prison, like at some hard labor camp. I'm telling you, that'll work. That will work. I'm not a big fan of crime, not at all. I've got my views. They're not one-sided. Like, I don't just follow a conservative agenda. I don't just follow a liberal agenda, part of my freedom plan. I follow my own agenda. Crime, bad. Punish it. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and most people are. So why do we have to be in fear of the small percentage of criminals that are out there? Man, you are getting aggressive with your soapbox talks. Calm down. So we'll let these two spies ride, but we'll keep a close eye on them, okay? We'll let that Qualcomm ride off into the sunset. We're doing fairly well. Let's check our Suncor 29 calls. Holy moly. We're at 28.69. I think today I locked in a dividend, didn't I? I think you did. Let's check the Suncor. I think today is ex-dividend day. No, tomorrow. You better keep a close eye on the Suncor because I'm collecting this money. You can bet your sweet bippy on that. You can bet your sweet bippy. So we'll keep an eye on it though, because right now Suncor, my 29s are under pressure at 28.70. I've got a bunch of them, don't I? Yeah, 2,000 shares I bought recently. So I got 20 contracts on the board. I got a sweet dividend brewing. I want that money. Jerry, you better say it, Jerry. Show you the money. No, Jerry, show me the money. Show me the money. I want you to say it like you mean it. Show me the money. Say it like you mean it. Show me the money. Oh, one of my favorite movies of all time, Jerry Maguire. So, like, what kind of dough are you talking about, Bart, that you're so excited about? Well, 38.93, right? Times 2,000, $778.60. I want that. I want that, please, Santa. Back in the day, my sweetheart Maya Coco, kid 2, she'd sit on the couch in the living room watching cartoons. And anytime a commercial came on for a toy, I don't care what it was, every time I'd hear her saying there, I want that, please, Santa. So we still use that line in the family. And my lovable Maya Coco doing just fine out in Wyoming. The girls are working their behinds off. But that's good for them. That's good for the character. They're just tired. So they're working out, and sleeping, and an occasional hike or so here and there. So saving most of that money, I hope. Okay, so Suncor will be eyeballing that. So we still got 2 on the board, Unfaiza and Coterra. Our Target calls are doing great because Target is just downtown to Chinatown. I'm taking real gas on the moves I made with Target. But again, Target's like, in my opinion, now I may be proven wrong, but in my honest and accurate opinion, Target's like all those rentals I bought wrongly years ago. Bought them just the worst way you possibly could, overpaying, overfinancing, taking the previous owner's word for it as to how well the property cash flows, or if it was in need of repairs, and etc. Oh, Target's made a little rally. They were in the 128s, Target, but now they're at 129.28. So I'm still deep down in my whiskey on Target, but over time, I feel very strongly about this because I've been in Target before and I see the lines. Target will make a comeback. It will far exceed what I paid for it, but it may just take a little longer than I think. In the meantime, I'll just try to sell covered calls and collect as many dividends as I possibly can. Anything else looking weird? Dang it, I knew I should have made a move on the Visa, but I talked myself out of it because I have so many positions. I can't keep track of them, obviously. Yeah, V is starting to get interesting again, isn't it? Why do you keep buying the ones that go down? Well, that's my investment thesis. I like to buy high and sell low. No, I'm not sure that's how it works. Remember what Sparkle Barbie told you. Rule 1, don't lose money. Well, I'm working on it, sweetie. I'm learning. One day, you'll see. Just like I told you with the real estate, when you're like, are you sure about all these rentals? Like, I think so. So we have the rest of the action here. So Target calls are good. Target calls are good. Target calls are good. Walmart probably needs to be rolled because it should be at like 146 and change. 147.18. Hello, Cleveland. Let's roll that right now so it doesn't get called away. because I think they just paid me. I am positive they just paid me a dividend, so it's going to be a while before they pay another. Stomach's just like going bananas right now, starving. That's what happens. I don't know if you noticed that. If you eat healthy at a reasonable pace like I do, and then when you eat garbage, especially when it's into the night and there's booze involved, because your body, what it will do is it will go to work on processing the booze because it's essentially poison before it gets into even processing and distributing the macros, the macronutrients from your diet. So if you have booze and bad food, what I find is the next day I'm hungrier earlier. Whereas when I'm eating healthy and drinking no booze, I have no problem with the fasting. Like for instance, it's 11:30 a.m. on Thursday and I have not eaten yet today. So I'm just punishing myself for all the moppishness over the last couple of days. So they don't have an ex-dividend date for Walmart until August 10th. So we'll roll the Walmart. Let's roll it now and see what we can do. We'll even roll it at the 145 again, roll the dice and take our chances. That shouldn't be bad. In the 60s, if we can collect what? What if we can collect 60? What about 61? Do I hear 62? 63? 64? 65? Are you lying to me or is it still high likelihood? Let's go for the 65 and see if we can't roll the Walmart right now. Because imagine, again, if you collected $65 a week, and let's say you were able to do it 50 times, right? That's $32.50. I paid like 137 and change for those shares. So let's call it 138, so 13,800. That'd be 20. That doesn't make any sense. How could it be that high? Oh boy. So that number shows me that I'd be at like 23.5% return, not including dividends. So I'll have to get my old Walmart spreadsheet out, update it, and then share it with you to see how we're doing. How have we done on the rolls in the past on the Walmart? You tell me, sunshine. Go to the Walmart. Okay, so we're at 137.30. That's what we paid for our 100 shares. It was one of those times where Walmart it was after an earnings and it went down inexplicably, just like I think or I thought Target was doing, but it keeps going down. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. So let's go to the dough collected, right? Let's go to the dough. Show me mo, show me mo, show me mo, show me all of the dough. Uh huh. So when did we make that purchase? It was March 14th. So it's been 2.5 months. We bought it 100 shares for $13,729.82. We immediately sold a covered call with an expiration of 5/19 for 187. Then we collected a dividend of 57 bucks. Then, well, these shouldn't count and they won't. So I just want to look at the covered calls. So that credit spread don't count. We rolled a covered call for 38 here. Don't worry about this put credit spread. We rolled it again here on May 23rd for 42. We collected another dividend of 57. And then we just rolled it again for 65. Well, I think you already figured out, Bart, why you were able to collect a little bit more this time is because Walmart is rolling at the 147. So you're trading in the money. So that's where I get a little more extra premium because it's risky that my shares will indeed be called away. So there's that. We still got those both pending. We might adjust those thusly. Uh-huh. We got some Ford on the board. So next week, we won't worry about next week right now. Exxon Mobil, it should be up today. So should we try to roll that right now? Yeah, it's up to 104.33. Can we get action at 108 for next week? Well, I should be able to get something, but is it? Yeah, you should do it though, because Exxon's up pretty nice. Yeah, there's still action there at 108. Still some action, and the Jackson. There's 255 bucks up for grabs. Tight bid and ask. We can get the 51 right now, I would imagine. Why you say low likelihood? Let's go for that 51, 255 bucks. Just rolling it out at the 108 still, with ExxonMobil currently at 104.35. It usually has a lot of action, a lot of volume. So we have a good possibility of that filling today, depending on if the market continues to be up. So let's look. I'm looking over at the Big Mac. Looking at the bit, I haven't had a Big Mac in so long. Why would you bring it up when you're hungry? No, I'm eating chicken and broccoli today. I think I'm even holding back the rice. That's punishment. It is, because chicken, rice, and broccoli is one of my favorite meals, especially when I'm eating well. So we got S&P up over 40 points, almost 1%. Dow Jones is up 210. NASDAQ up 150. Russ is up 1.16. Oil's up 4%. There we go. That's what we wanted to hear for our oil stocks. Up 4%. So there we have it. That's our update for this beautiful Thursday. Hey, it's June, brand new month. I will be finishing up my May spreadsheet with all the premiums, all the trades, the dividends, and the interest that I've collected from this account, this Robinhood account. Have that maybe later today. Hey, this is a long video, Art. Yep, just having a good time with you, my new best friend in stocks, options, and dividends. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. Why not? Like the video, leave me a lovable comment, share it with somebody who's not a jackwagon, and we'll all be friends forever ever. See you in the next video.